How to fix GTA 4 out-of-range monitor error. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, our technical team is addressing a highly frustrating issue that completely black screens your monitor. The out-of-range error in Grand Theft Auto 4. During our investigation, we discovered this usually happens when the game's internal resolution, or refresh rate, exceeds what your display hardware can physically handle. Our diagnostics revealed that the game engine fails to automatically revert these settings, leaving you permanently locked out of the menus. Teknobalta's analysis has led us to compile a definitive list of deep technical solutions to force the game back into a visible state. Let us dive into the diagnostics and restore your access to Liberty City. Our initial testing showed that overriding the engine parameters via Steam is the most direct fix. Navigate to your Steam library, right-click Grand Theft Auto 4, select Properties, and locate the Launch Options field. We confirmed that typing -width 1280-height 720-refresh rate 60 forces the engine to a safe baseline, instantly bypassing the black screen constraint. For those not using Steam, Teknobalta engineers recommend creating a custom command line text file directly in the game's root directory. Create a new document named commandline txt right next to the main executable. Inside this file, type -windowed and save it, which our testing confirmed will force the rendering engine to bypass full-screen exclusivity entirely. During our deep dive into the file system, we found that deleting the cached settings file forces a factory reset of the graphics parameters. Press the Windows key +R, type appdata, navigate to the local folder, then to the Rockstar Games directory. Deleting the settings configuration file here forces the game to detect your current monitor limitations from scratch upon the next launch. Sometimes, the simplest engine interrupts are the most effective during initialization. As soon as you launch the game and hear the initial audio, rapidly press Alt and Enter simultaneously. Our analysis revealed this keyboard interrupt overrides the display handler, instantly dropping the game from out-of-range full screen into a manageable windowed state. Teknobalta's display hardware testing indicated that GPU scaling can intercept the invalid signal before it crashes your monitor. Open your NVIDIA control panel or AMD Adrenalin software and navigate to the Adjust Desktop Size and Position tab. Select the option to perform scaling on the GPU rather than the display, and check the box to override scaling mode set by games and programs. Windows natively attempts to optimize legacy DirectX titles, which our diagnostics show heavily conflicts with Grand Theft Auto 4 refresh rate polling. Locate the game executable in your installation folder, right-click to open Properties, and navigate to the Compatibility tab. Check the box to disable full-screen optimizations, preventing the operating system from injecting its own display layer over the game. In the exact same Compatibility tab, our technical team found another critical override. Click on Change High DPI Settings and check the box to override high DPI scaling behavior, setting the drop-down to Application. This ensures the game engine retains absolute control over pixel mapping, preventing Windows from artificially inflating the resolution beyond your monitor's limits. Because this engine was built for legacy operating systems, running it natively on modern Windows architectures causes severe display handshake failures. In the Properties menu, enable Compatibility mode and set it strictly to Windows 7 or Windows 8. We tested this fix and confirmed it alters how the display driver communicates with the game's legacy DirectX 9 calls. Our lab tests proved that temporarily matching your Windows desktop to a lower safe resolution can trick the game into booting correctly. Right-click your desktop, open Display Settings, and drop your system resolution down to 1280 by 720 at 60 Hz. Launch the game, fix the internal settings to match your native display, save, and then revert your Windows settings back to normal. Sometimes, the out-of-range error stems from a corrupted Generic PnP Monitor driver cache in the Windows registry. Open Device Manager, expand the Monitor section, right-click your display, and select Uninstall Device. Restart your computer to let Windows cleanly rebuild the hardware identifier, ensuring the game receives accurate edit limits. If you are utilizing the Rockstar Games Launcher, the override process requires a different pathway. Navigate to Settings within the launcher, select Grand Theft Auto 4 under My Installed Games, and locate the Launch Arguments box. Inputting the exact same parameters, -width, 1920-height, 1080-windowed, will force a safe boot environment. We discovered that corrupted graphical caches can occasionally force the engine to load previous, out-of-bounds frame buffers. Open the Windows Disk Cleanup utility, select your main operating system drive, and check the box exclusively for DirectX Shader Cache. Deleting these temporary files forces the rendering engine to compile fresh, safe display instructions upon your next launch. Grand Theft Auto 4 has a notoriously flawed VRAM detection system that can default to absurd resolutions if it misreads modern graphics cards. We recommend adding -nom_restrict and -availablevidmum100 to your command line text file. Our testing showed this unlocks the engine's memory pooling, stopping the resolution from crashing due to false resource limits. Modern high refresh rate monitors often confuse the game's legacy polling rate, causing an immediate, out-of-range signal rejection. Navigate to Windows Advanced Display Settings and manually lock your monitor's refresh rate to exactly 60 Hz. Launch the game to stabilize the menu system, configure your preferred settings, and then test higher refresh rates incrementally. A missing or corrupted display initialization script can mimic an out-of-range error perfectly. Within Steam or the Rockstar Launcher, locate the option to verify integrity of game files. Teknobalta's analysis confirmed this redownloads any damaged core engine files without deleting your saved data, ensuring the display handshake protocols are intact. When all native overrides fail, our technical team relies on specialized software like DxWnd to sandbox the application. Download and configure DxWnd to hook into the Grand Theft Auto 4 executable, forcing it to render inside a strictly bounded window. This bypasses the monitor's physical hardware checks completely, allowing you to access the in-game display options safely. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.